This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously at all. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, off publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, or disparaging comments. It's for entertainment purposes only and legal purposes. Amberlyn Reed in hot water this week as a new character officially enters the Amberverse. And Tommy exposing Ambi's bad behavior.
Good.
Foodie Beauty confirms her "see you next Tuesday" status.
Like what?
By using a child with Down syndrome to grift PayPal donations.
This fucking bitch.
Gorl World Watch's newest member.
Keep my foot on these bitches' neck.
Big Al DOOKIE DINGLEBRRY Rodriguez lying about her continued support of her PDF father.
Ooh, bitch.
And Wes Watson in hiding as his lawsuit approaches.
I'm gonna be arrested.
All this and more. This is Gorl World Watch with Mancy Grace. I'm your host, Mancy. Let's get into the drama. Thank you guys so much for 2K. As a thank you, please enjoy this new intro for our girls.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, Chemical X. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born! Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil!
You could send to PayPal. Effect white meat. Like water. PayPal white meat.
Amberlyn Reed showing up to work on Sunday, July 27th with an hour-long live stream titled Sympathy Bone, throwing some shade at NarcAlert's recent leaks. She starts off the live unprepared, like usual, and begins to explain the membership tiers again.
For you. Alright, gotta change the settings here on my computer real quick. Let's see. Hi guys, how are you today? So we have Stream Queens for $9.99, which I'm gonna repeat this a couple times tonight for like new viewers or whatever. We now have Stream Queens for $9.99, which is where a lot of you are at right now.
A generous queen, Ambi, can I call you Pookie, starts gifting memberships. Oh my gosh, you guys. As a reminder, the membership is just the ability to talk to her righteousness.
Membership thing. So I'm gonna be gifting free memberships. So here we go. Yay! Oh my god, this is so fun. I've been just like wanting to do this so bad. And there we go. Window received a gift.
She goes on to blame Zoloft for her recent live stream crash out and deflects by talking about the NarcAlert situation.
It was bad. It was so bad. As you guys know, at the time, I increased my Zoloft dosage. I went from 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams, and I did that for 4 days. I felt miserable. I'm telling you, the side effects I was having, I wasn't okay with. So I contacted my doctor, and I went down to 50 milligrams again, and I feel so much better. So we're back. We're already on like day 2 of being back to my 50 milligrams, and already my mental health feels better. I don't feel tired anymore. I was having the craziest symptoms. Like my face was feeling like just so hot and so flushed. I was tired. I was crying again. My mental health felt bad. I genuinely started feeling like depressed again. I have screenshotted like a lot of the messages I've received on Instagram, and my choosy dosage, what? And my jaw is genuinely on the floor. I have had so many people apologize to me, which first of all, I am very accepting of apologies. Like, I don't know, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I'm just that type of person where it's like, no matter what you do to me, if you apologize to me, I'm gonna accept your apology. So I've had a lot of people that are like, you know what, girl, like, I'm sorry for following Narcoler, believing anything that she has said. It's very clear that Narcoler is the one that's a narcissist. Like, these people are telling me, like, you're a normal human. But the things that people have recently discovered about Narcoler has, like, genuinely left my jaw on the floor. Um, so the whole sympathy bone thing, like, I remember that so well. So I was dressed up as a Monsters Inc. character. I was live streaming, and someone said that the narc had a heart attack. And I was high in this live stream, might I add. I took an edible prior to. And I remember I was feeling very overwhelmed that live stream. And I remember feeling like I was in my era where I genuinely hated reaction channels. Amberlyn always comes out on top, Leslie. No, I don't, but thank you. I was in my like I hate reaction channels era, and like that was like also, I knew a lot about Nurple Alert, like the horrible things that she would say about me and such, and like I really disliked her. Like truly disliked her. And so when someone was like the Nurple Alert, had a heart attack, like my brain was not there fully for a monstrous of reasons. And I became a monster. I literally said, I lost my sympathy bone. And it became like a meme, if you will. Like now people say that to me when I'm going through something.
After exposing herself for watching reaction channels, Ambi starts to read some aggressive chats.
Apologize for, because like I get it. It's super entertaining to watch reaction channels, and I get it. I also have been that girly, like I watch Yo Mama for example, and Yo Mama covers Rosie, which I want to swim in her pool, by the way. Rosie, can I come over? Can I go to Florida and we can like literally swim together? Can you imagine? We could like live stream. But I get it. It's entertainment, Narc Alert Yo Mama covers a lot of different people, and I sit there and I watch that. So it's like it's kind of hypocritical of me to like get mad at reaction channels while I watch one myself that covers so many different people. And I think what it is about reaction channels is it's like cool, okay, react to me, that's fine. But I think it's like the spreading of the lies and like calling me a narcissist when I'm like not. When you get online, you have an attitude. Why is that? Oh, I don't have an attitude, love. But thank you for the super chat. Not Helen Keller. Welcome to Stream Queens Mini. Why would you allow gifted members when you know a majority of your audience doesn't like you? Abby, oh my gosh. I think a large amount of my audience does like me. They're just afraid to like speak up about it. So I get that.
Pookie smiles as she is called Queen of Gorl World and teases a new YouTube schedule.
They're just jealous of the Queen of Gorl World. Oh my God, who's that? I'm gonna do 8:30 p.m. This is what I think I'm gonna do. I can't promise anything, but this is what I want to do. Brian, hello. Welcome to Stream Queens Mini. Hi. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing Sunday 8:30 live streams as per usual. Then Tuesday 8:30 live streams as per usual. And then I'm thinking I want to upload Thursdays and Saturdays. I'm thinking about it. Just random videos. So that could be vlogs, let's talk, challenges, what I eat today, weigh-ins, things like that. But I do feel like I need to start uploading more because I know there's people who genuinely like prefer that. So
the chat continues to troll her.
Amberlyn, you can't go to Rosie's pool. They banned orcas. Stop, Ando.
Her members ask for members-only emotes, and Ambi admits that she doesn't know how to do her job.
Get Stream Queens emojis. See, I don't know how that works. I'll have to figure that out. Can you please interact with me? You have said nothing to anything to me tonight. This is lame. Steve, you are always wanting me to speak to you. Like, so, like you're so like obsessive about it. What is happening?
And it wouldn't be an Ambi stream if she didn't get noticed in public and hit on. I bet you they told her she smelled good.
You'll never believe what happened last night. So we went to glow in the dark bingo, and it was so much fucking fun. Like I got glow like paint marker type things. Tooth Fairy, welcome to Stream Queens Mini. Hello. And I did my makeup. It was so pretty. I doodled all on my mom, like her whole hand and her arm. It was so cool. They took pictures of me at bingo because I loved it. I was wearing these like LED light like pat ears. It was so fun. And one of the bingos there, oh my God, I also have to tell you about this guy who asked for my number. Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. It was okay. Okay, there's a lot. Hold on. Okay. Nobody's jealous of geriatric bingo. About the guy. So me and my mom, we get there like a few hours early because we have to write down all our numbers, we have to organize our sheets, and we like spending time together, like sitting there talking. Like the vibe is so chef's kiss, right? So we're just sitting there, and this woman comes up to me with a pen and a piece of paper. And my brain was thinking, it's probably a subscriber. So that's usually like what happens. They want like an autograph or me to write something for someone that they love, like whatever it may be, right? So the lady goes, my brother over there. And she like points. So like I naturally like turn around, and he's like, hey, and he does like a rock on sign. And me and my mom start laughing. I thought maybe he was a subscriber. She goes, he wants your number. He thinks you're really cute. And I was like, my number for what? Like what number? Like I don't know why, but like it wasn't computing that like he was asking for my number. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, my number for what? What do you mean my number? Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. My mom started laughing, and I had to explain like, like I'm not interested. That's like I'm a lesbian. And but yeah, it was super sweet. And she goes, "So what's your name?" And I was like, "Amberlyn." She goes, "Okay, I'll tell him." And I don't know, the whole thing was just like super sweet. And I was like, "Wow, that was really nice." Because I guess he saw me when I walked in because I actually had to pass them to go get all my little like bingo sheets. It was a vibe.
Chat begins to troll her again.
My friend died of obesity 2 weeks ago. Treat your body well. I'm so sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. And thank you for the super chat.
Before a shocking full body reveal, Ambi explains that she is not afraid of Mr. Snowflake.
How do you feel about Mr. Snowflake? Does he scare you? No. And thank you for the super chat. Will you do a full body reveal? Thank you for the super chat. Like, do you want me to stand up right now? Should I? It feels weird. Okay. Okay. So there's boxes right there that I'm meaning to give my mom. There's no fit check. Like I'm literally just wearing black shirt, black pants. But sure, life right now. Okay. This is me, folks. I have like my butt. I hate it. I hate it. There we go. Are you happy? Did you get your way? Oh my god. Fit check is boring today.
I'd like to get a word from our Gorl World correspondent, Mrs. Snowflake, about the topic. Thanks, Mancy. Morp Legs thinks she has a 1-up on the reaction channels, but we find out later this week it's quite the opposite. Snowflake doesn't seem to give a bloody ale about her rubbish. Back to you, Mancy. Thanks again, Mrs. Snowflake. Now, back to Ambi's live. Someone asked her if she watched Romeo and Juliet, an attempt to get Romeo the cat to come into the frame.
Have I ever watched or read Romeo and Juliet? Yeah, we had to in high school. The Leonardo DiCaprio one. Yeah. Um. No, what the hell? No, what the hell? No, what the hell?
In typical Ambi fashion, she victimizes herself because Hulk Hogan died.
Did you guys hear about Hulk Hogan? As a little girl, okay, so my parents would watch wrestling, right? So as a little girl, like I don't know why, but I took on a liking to Hulk Hogan a lot. And I actually have a video clip of me. It's very grainy, very, very grainy. And I'm a little girl, like toddler, where you hear my mom in the background say, Amberlyn, do the Hulk Hogan. And I do the Hulk Hogan and you hear my dad laugh. I will have to literally show it to you guys. Um, it's very, very heartbreaking, TBH. Because I really did like him as a little girl. It's really weird.
Ambi's AirPods connect to her OBS, making her stream go mute for over 8 minutes. And once unmuted, she does address that she's been doing a lot of choosy lately.
Thank you, Tess. And no, I've been doing choosy, a lot of choosy on my downtime. So
Chat starts to get really heated towards Ambi.
do one thing right, hire a regular doggy walker. Oh, I take Twinkie out myself. But thank you for the super chat. Would you ever come back to Wisconsin? Why? You know, why would I?
Right about at that hour mark, she wants to clock out, but not before introducing the newest character in the Ambiverse by accident. Yes, at 57:53 in her live stream, you get 1 second of cute little kitty Romeo, confirming that Hecticana does have good insider information.
We have come so far. Like, if only you guys know, like, if only you guys knew, like, my childhood was crazy, teenagehood, crazy.
Ambi shows back up to work on Tuesday, July 29th, with an hour-long live stream titled Let's Hang Out, where she starts off by reading some troll comments.
Dee dee doo doo, Lee doo dee doo, start digging in your butt, twin. Okay, Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Sure, I guess. People already so rude and this just started. Oh,
In retaliation to the haters, fortune teller Lynn begins a tarot card reading in attempt to hex her audience.
okay, so align your intentions with your actions. That is a beautiful card. And just to give like a quick rundown, Derby, thank you so much for joining. Um, my God. Achieving any dream or goal requires action, and without intention, we often lose sight of our vision when we say one thing and mean another. Yeah, or even worse, when we purposely take action out of our integrity just to fit in. If you pulled this card, it's time to walk your talk and start taking aligned action towards your goals and dreams. Okay, I feel like a lot of us need to hear this as well, as myself. If you've been lacking integrity lately, let this be your gentle nudge to pull together and get back on track. Love this.
The live stream is basically a snore fest until the famous Ceiling Lynn makes an appearance.
Okay.
Out of the pressure of her chat, Ambi decides to officially introduce Romeo.
Oh, my Lantis. Can you hear me? Okay. I got a kitten. Oh, okay. His name is Romeo.
Due to the heat from her chat, it's not too long until Ambi starts crying belligerently about Rarity.
And I'm gonna start crying. There are a multitude of reasons why I like to have boundaries and keep things to myself. I feel like I have come to terms with like the fact that I lost Rarity. I've come to terms that like I might never get her back. But there is always that chance that I will. Like I mourned losing her. Like she was my everything and you guys know that. Like and I told myself I was never gonna get another cat. Like I genuinely told myself like I'm not ready. Oh, he's still just sitting on me. And then my stepbrother had kittens and my mom was gonna take one. And they were like, Amberlyn, like, we see how much you miss Rarity. This could like bring that like fun because Rarity and Wasabi are two completely different type of cats. Wasabi is like low key. Rarity was in everything, like loud, like just two completely different personalities. Like people always like said like when you lose a pet, people always get a new pet to like help. And like I never understood. But now I get it. Wasabi's happy and plays with Romeo. Rarity's name was Rarity Gray, as you guys know. So I named him Romeo Ray. So Rarity's like memory would always like be here. I almost felt like this kitten was like meant to be in my life. And he's still right here. He's so sweet. We cuddle every night. Yesterday was his first round of vaccines, and we have to go do 2 more rounds. And on his 3rd round, he's going to get fixed. And I'm nervous about that. Like, obviously, that's hard because you have to go like under anesthesia and like the whole nine. Um, I already have both of those appointments scheduled and ready to go, and we're gonna get it all good. And like, I people like just view me as a way that's like not real. And seeing people say that I'm replacing Rarity is like the fucking sickest thing I've ever seen. Like, you don't say that to someone like who loses their dog or their dog passes away and then they get another one. Like, I'm gonna bring up FFG. She put down both of her dogs and immediately got 2 more. That's what people do. For the lack of a better word, like it's been a blessing. He was meant to be in my life, and my apartment complex thinks he's adorable, and it's just like I get it. Like in my early mid 20s, like I made mistakes. I've made mistakes as a pet owner, 100%. I am now fixing to be 30 fucking 5, and as an inexperienced pet owner over a decade ago, sure I made mistakes. And I sat there and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, one of the most painful things that people say about me is that like I'm an animal abuser, and I don't.
After giving excuses for not showing us Romeo, Ambi reads a pretty funny super chat.
Way people are with me, I did not want to deal with it because my mental health has been so good, and I knew it was going to make me cry because I knew I was going to have to talk about Rarity, and that is a tough subject for me. Because I miss Rarity more than I can even say. Okay, but maybe you should put Timu Justin Bieber on blast for putting this narrative. Oh, I didn't realize that was all the. I'm not going to be talking about all that, so let's like literally not.
Ambi does confirm that her pets are chipped, and Romeo is getting shots, fixed, and chipped as well.
Yes, there are microchips, hey. I've already actually talked about that in a member's live stream. Olivia, I love you too. Thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat. Um, but Romeo doesn't get chipped until they said that they want to chip him when he gets fixed, which is already scheduled, like I said before, because they said that the needle is a lot bigger than the vaccination needle.
She gets pretty snarky at a troll chatter, and in retaliation, Ambi does another terror card reading in attempt to hex her audience.
6-piece no dip, you are the only person who is currently blocked. Fuck you. Fuck you. Literally, fuck you. That's that. Sensual confiding. So, oh, I forgot. This is the first time I've done this for like a public live stream, and I have a lot of people who are like new. So if you want me to read your thingy-majigger, just say me. That's genuinely all you have to say. Me babies. Please one for Ray and Bestie. All right, thank you for the super chat. This is for Ray and realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. Okay. Victoria V. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. Sunny one. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Come on, if you want up, you got it. Sunny one, I just did you. Perfect timing. I'm not gonna squish the cat. What the fuck?
There is some brief and light banter in the chat.
I once had a 20-piece. You're making me want to have a 20-piece, but I'm gonna cook after I get off of here, actually. I'm gonna make pasta. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I already decided. I'm gonna make like a enchilada rice type deal. That's what I was gonna make.
Ambi starts to get defensive when asked about Hecticana knowing this information, and goes deeper into the Mr. Snowflake stalking scandal.
Amberlyn, you're a stalker.
This does not age well, Pookie.
How did Hecticana know about Romeo? So, you know what's funny about this? I know exactly who told Hecticana, and Hecticana thinks that he has one up on me, but no, I literally know exactly who it is. Like exactly who it is. So he doesn't have one up on me. It's kind of sad that he was trying to get like a rise out of me. Really, the only rise that happened was the fact that like I did not want to talk about Rarity because I miss her more than anything, and it genuinely makes me have a breakdown 9 times out of 10. So, who was it? I will not be saying their name. But if Hecticana wants to message me privately, I will happily tell him. I will happily tell him, but I'm not one to dox. So, okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more deeper into this scandal. So, my friend put the photo in Google reverse, which then made his Facebook pop up. I forget what she said, but then it like directed her to his ex-wife's. I thought it was a blog. Turns out it's not because I just saw a screenshot of it one time when my friend sent this to me. But it's not a blog. It's actually like her actual job is on this like website or whatever. So I just have the screenshots from my friend, and that is genuinely it. That is genuinely it because I don't know how to do any of that hogwash. I know people like to think that it was me who looked up Jordy shit. No, that was Alexis. I never in a million years gave a fuck. Like I don't care. I don't care about these people. I genuinely don't. I mean, I understand they care about me. Their whole income is based off of me, but I just don't care.
At that hour mark, Ambi clocks out of work for the day.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys did enjoy. I'm gonna go hang out with Romeo, Wasabi, Twinkie.
Due to some intense, soft, gentle love, Manic Ambi goes live at 3 a.m. on Friday to cry about being exposed by Tommy, aka Emily.
I'm like literally shaking.
Before we get into this live, it's very, very dramatic. Amber cries a ton, allegedly. But I want to bring up something that Rachel says prior to reviewing this video so that you can have like a better context of what exactly is going on and you're not likely to fall for the manipulation that's going on in this live stream.
So first of all, we can only go off what we know so far. So we can only talk about things that have been revealed. So there's more to come is what I'm trying to say. So what we're talking about today in this video could age badly because we don't know what we're going to find out, right? We don't know what we don't know. So please bear in mind when you're watching my opinions on this situation, there's a lot more stuff that's going to come out. So just if you can try and be understanding that, of course you will be anyway, but I'm just a person watching this just like you are, right? So I don't know what other things may come out. Clearly, there are victims. There's at least one victim. Amber has now accused Emily of physical abuse. Emily, as we know, has accused Amber of physical abuse. We already knew that that was a factor, but clearly there's going to be more of that coming. So that puts us in a situation as the viewer of like, okay, so this person has said that this person was abusive. Now that person is saying that that person was abusive, and it becomes a little bit of a he said, she said, or a she said, if you will. So there's nothing we can do about that. We don't know the facts of the situation. We only know this person says this and that person says that. And all we can do as reactors, but also just as humans, is watch it and go, okay, who seems to be the most credible? We don't have Emily's side yet. It's coming. So all we can do is watch Amber's side, and I can tell you how credible I think she is. That's basically all I can do. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. There's a couple more things I wanted to say. So clearly there are victims, as I've just said. There's no such thing as a perfect victim. Emily is a feeder. We know that. We've seen that. I've said it. I'm not going to suddenly stop saying it just because she's dragging Amberlyn, or I don't know if she is dragging Amber. She's coming out with stuff. That's not going to stop me from standing on the facts of the situation that she is a feeder, and we all know that. However, I will say, and I think it's fair to say, that there are no perfect victims. So Emily may well have been a victim of Amber. That doesn't mean that she hasn't also done some other questionable stuff. She doesn't have to be perfect in order for us to say, yeah, she's a victim. That's my opinion anyway. I will say this right out from the beginning of the video, that Emily, I believe, is probably going to show proof with her accusations. I believe Emily is going to show some kind of receipts, some kind of evidence of some sort. And Amber, thus far, has not. And that's just true. She's also said, Amber has said, that she's not going to be giving details. Now, it's very convenient to not give details when you are trying to avoid an accusation. I'm not saying that is necessarily what's happening, although I think it probably is what's happening. We're going to get into all of that. But it's very Amberlyn coded to not give evidence alongside her accusations. There are times in the video that we're going to watch where Amber says things that allude to the existence of evidence. So Amber says, I sent these texts, I saw these texts, I had this, I've got this screenshot that I sent to my mum. So this evidence does exist. And I think it's fair enough to ask Amber to show it, because that would lend credibility to her side of the story. She's absolutely free to not show that evidence, but she has to understand that not showing it takes away from her credibility, and that's just the truth. That's just how it is. So that's something that I just think I wanted to say at the beginning of the video, so you can just kind of have that in the back of your mind, this whole idea of evidence. The other thing is that in this live stream, Amberlyn admits to lots and lots and lots of lies, and that hurts her credibility, and that's just true. We all know who Amber is. Everybody watching this right now knows that Amber lies all the time, and in this exact live, she admits to more lying, and it's very unfortunate because that makes her a very, very difficult person to believe. So if she is a victim, as she claims to be, it's very frustrating as an observer that she has lied so much, because it makes her story less credible. And it might be true, her story. I think I have personally got reason to believe that I don't think it is true, which I'll share with you in the video, but we do have to kind of analyse and admit the fact of the situation, which is that it's very unfortunate that Amber appears as a extremely unreliable narrator generally throughout her life. Thus, when she says what she says in this video, it puts us in a bit of a difficult spot. The other thing I think it's important to quickly say, and I know this is a lot of preamble, but this is people's real lives that I'm talking about here, so there's going to be some preamble. Amber has been accused of being a narcissist. I've said it, other people have said it. Obviously I can't diagnose her, I'm not diagnosing her, but it's very possible that Amber is a narcissist. And what I want you to hold in your mind, and what I'm holding in my mind when we watch this, is this concept DARVO. So deny, attack, reverse, victim and offender. That is DARVO, okay? It's what the narcissists seem to do. So I'm not going to look for this when it isn't there, but if I see evidence of this, I'm going to bear it in mind. Beck, who's Amber's ex, has said various stuff about her, including mentioning DARVO. That's somebody who's interacted with Amber, who said that Amber does this, so it's worth holding that in our minds as well. The other thing is that throughout this video, Amber uses BPD. She uses BPD as an excuse, a crutch. She talks about herself being in a BPD rage with reference to this video that Emily allegedly has of her, and I think that it's important to notice this use of BPD as an excuse. This person puts this comment, which I just thought was absolutely just nail on head whacking. This person writes, BPD rage, you mean abuse? As someone who's been on the receiving end of BPD rage, just because they have BPD doesn't mean it isn't abuse. And that is really important. It's not acceptable to use any kind of mental health diagnosis or any kind of personality disorder diagnosis as an excuse for being abusive to your partner. You can be that you can have that issue, that diagnosis or lack thereof, but you can suspect that diagnosis in yourself, whatever. That doesn't mean that your behaviour is not your responsibility. So I just want to say that, okay? I got the feeling that this video was Amber doing damage control. That's just my opinion, but we'll get into all of that. The other thing I've got here is a comment from this person, Lucy Luxor, who says she's more upset that Emily spoke to Snowflake than the fact that she lost her cat. She's insane. Now, in this video we're about to watch, we hear Amber claim that Emily is the one who let Rarity out, and that Amber actually stayed with Emily even though this was the case, and she was fine with that and willing to accept that and stay with Emily. But this, Emily allegedly speaking to Mr. Snowflake, is the final nail in the coffin, but not the loss of the cat that she was allegedly so in love with and so close to. So that's worth mentioning as well.
Okay, this is the last time I'm interjecting in editing, but this live stream is Amber's attempt at damage control because she found out that Tommy is speaking to Mr. Snowflake actively, right? And by this time, Mr. Snowflake's already dropped a video with texts from Tommy. So I need everybody to keep that in mind because the level of manipulation that Amber tries to pull in this live is mind-boggling to me, okay? She contradicts herself so much throughout this live. I genuinely do not have any more time to edit this video, and I'm honestly just kind of done listening to her. It's just like every other thing that comes out of her mouth is a contradiction or some sort of Darvo, finger pointing type of BS. So that's the last thing I got to say about this. This is a Instagram post from Tommy yesterday or last night. Pause to read if you want. But yeah. Ambi sustains this manic live for over 2.5 hours. And during her live, Ambi plants small seeds to try and use as future, quote, proof when information is inevitably revealed about her behaviors in Wisconsin. Her live starts out steaming, with Ambi exposing that Emily and her had been together this whole time. And now Emily is live texting Ambi, threatening her.
But we haven't been together this whole time. This whole fucking time. And I have seen the things that she has said to me, about me. Whether that be in comments, whether that be in private messages, where it finally is like revealed. She had a whole fucking Reddit where she made fun of my body. Someone on Reddit literally said, "How do you guys think Amberlyn would be when she loses all the weight? If she ever loses all the weight?" Yeah, Giovanni, don't ever fucking trust me. I don't care. I don't care. Just throw them in. I was trying to protect someone I loved, and that's fucking pathetic. That's what I was doing. Oh, someone asked on Reddit, "How do you think Amberlyn would be when she lost the weight?" My girlfriend replied, "She'd probably look like melting ice cream or a melted candle." My girlfriend behind my back was calling me Porcahontas, Porcahontas. And I just got a text saying I wouldn't say too much if I were you. Being threatened, as I have been.
Ambi says she had to fake being happy in Wisconsin, even though we could all clearly see she was miserable the whole time.
Wisconsin? I genuinely was the most miserable I've been. And I had to literally fake that shit real good. I had to fake that shit real good.
Ambi starts the Tommy slander by explaining that Tommy was talking to other women and looking at other women online during her stay in Wisconsin.
Like any argument that happened in Wisconsin was due to a betrayal that I found out that she was doing right next to me. Literally right next to me. Imagine having BPD, unregulated, unmedicated, and finding out just betrayal, 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 betrayal. Like, you go crazy. Like, you genuinely go crazy.
Ambi exposes the fact that Tommy would slander Ambi's name online if they got into a verbal altercation.
She would just go absolutely insane on me. And I don't know what it is or why. I would try to process in my brain that, like, that's her defense mechanism. Just accept it for what it is, blah, blah, blah. But it was like 2 days ago, I just calmly expressed to her, like, how I felt about something. And it's like every single time we get in an argument, she goes online and said something awful to me. So I was on Instagram tonight, and sorry, my thoughts and feelings are literally genuinely all over the place right now. And it's like I'm sitting here having to debate with myself, like, yes, share that, yes, don't.
Tommy live threatens Ambi with releasing a video that would allegedly expose Ambi for who she really is.
And I just got a text from her saying, "I'm going to release the video then to prove how you are." I'm literally half naked in that video, so please don't. I would appreciate that. That was me in a BPD meltdown. I'm literally half naked. You threatening me repeatedly. Like, literally, she's threatening me as I'm on here, you guys. Like, as I'm on here, literally threatening me. Like, this is the shit that I have to deal with all the time.
Ambi then tells us the truth about the Rarity situation. And please buckle up. She talks a lot.
The truth about Rarity. Only the people closest to me know. And only Emily knows. The truth is, we're sitting in Emily's truck. I would sit in the passenger seat, and Emily would sit in the driving seat, and she would smoke cigarettes. And we would sit there, listen to music, whatever it may be. She does not smoke in her house, which I fully get. So we would sit there for hours, and she's just smoking cigarettes. And why go live to say all this? Because it's finally my turn. It's finally my turn. It's finally my fucking turn. So since we're both sitting on our phones in her truck, I saw her talking to this girl named Andrea. Oh, don't worry, this is about Rarity. This is about how it all happened. I see her talking to the girl named Andrea. And flashback 2 weeks prior, I saw her talking to Andrea, and they were talking badly about me. And I was like, who's Andrea? You know, obviously. And she tells me it's a girl from work. So my gut feeling tells me that's a fucking lie, and I do not believe it whatsoever. So I just let it go. Okay. Then it was a week ago. I mean, at the time, we're sitting in that truck. I'm talking about Rarity night, okay? Please just give me a second. Thank you, Daisy. I see Andrea again. And I was like, why do you keep like talking badly, being suspicious with this Andrea girl? Andrea girl. Oh, just this girl from work. And I was like, well, can you stop talking badly about me? Blah, 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 blah. And I then find out that night, because I kept telling her something feels off. I find out that night that this is a hater, someone that genuinely hates me more than anything in this world, that Emily became friends with. And they would just sit there and talk bad while I'm literally sleeping next to her in her fucking bed, bro. Here we are, sitting in her truck again. And her stupid little message keeps up. And then I see that they're talking again. Literally again. It's like betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. So then I say, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. Because I don't deserve this. Like, genuinely. I don't. And I don't know why, but like, I'm telling you, instincts are crazy. Instincts are crazy. I go into her little, what's it called? It's like where you can see what apps you were on that day or whatever. And I noticed that she was on. Honestly, I want to sit here and say, I'm sorry, Emily, for doing this, but I have to. This isn't fucking fair. This is not fair. You've done this. Like, why do I want to just keep protecting her? I'm fucking sick, bro. Like, I'm genuinely sick. She messaged me and said, you need to stop this immediately. Then why did you do what you did? Why? Everything. Why did you do everything that you did to me? Ugh, so I went on the iPhone, if you guys don't know. There's a, you can like see what apps you were on that day, how long you spent on there, whatever it may be. And I noticed that she was on Tumblr. It was like the most random thing in the world because like me and her were like very open. I don't want to say what I saw. Okay, just know that what I saw her looking at on Tumblr literally broke me. Because when I saw that, again, it was my instincts. My instincts were like, why is she on Tumblr? Immediately, it's almost like I knew. So I instantly went to her Tumblr app, bam, in my face. Okay, I don't want to go into detail. Genuinely, I don't. Okay. And then I kept going. I noticed that there was this app, not an app, a website. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Just know that I saw things and read things and seen things that literally broke me and destroyed me. Okay, like look at me, I look like a fucking freak. This is how I looked almost every day in Wisconsin, might I add. And now she's gonna show me fucking naked having a BPD meltdown because of her betrayal constantly. Anyways, so long story short, I just found out a million different things that literally broke me. Like genuinely, I felt like I was in a different state away from my mom. Like I was like, this cannot be real. My God, it cannot be real. I got really fucking upset. Obviously, anyone, even mentally well people would have been pissed. Would have been so fucking hurt. Probably marriages would have been divorced. Like that type of deal. Okay. Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna. So we get in a big fight. Duh. No, I never destroyed her ex's photo. So we get in a big fight. I'm telling you, it was off the chain. It was big. Because duh, like it was a lot, and neither of us, I can admit that, know how to handle. Look how crazy I look right now. Neither of us know. Oh, we're getting to the birdie. Neither of us know how to handle fucking, you know. So the argument was so fucking bad that I think it was like 5 a.m. or something. I don't even know. She ended up leaving her home through the kitchen door, which is a sliding glass door. She left. And my favorite part of this whole thing is she likes to say that you guys see me. I'm over 500 pounds. I walk very slow. Like, I'm a slow mover, okay? Like, um, this, I don't want to share it. Is Amber subconscious telling her not to lie? No, actually, it's Amber subconscious still being a decent human. And also, it's embarrassing for me. It's embarrassing for me, too. So fuck you, Rachel. Sit down and spin. So fucking stupid. Nothing I'm saying is a fucking lie. Oh my god, people are so fucking dumb and just don't even know how to use their head 9 times out of 10. So anyways, we get in a really fucking bad argument. She leaves through the glass door, leaves the door open. I did not notice because I did not go near the door. I did not go near the door. I was sitting at the kitchen table waiting for her to come home. And that's when I noticed the cold breeze. I noticed the cold breeze. Oh my fucking god. Emily left the fucking door open. And she booked it so fast she didn't even close the door. I felt the cold breeze. Okay. A lot. It was just a lot. In my brain, I was thinking, there's no way Brady got out. We're good. You know, it's like one of them things. Like, Tommy's house is huge. Cats went everywhere. I was thinking Brady didn't even notice. But it was the next day when I was like, something really just does not seem right. Like, I haven't seen Verity all day. And I'm thinking, oh my god, I've been taking the blame this whole fucking time. I've been taking the blame this whole fucking time.
She manically crashes out at her chatters.
I don't care. I don't lie. You're just part of the fucking beehive. Like, oh, you guys all just have hive mentality. Like, I don't give a fuck. And then Fruit Cup thinking I'm over here fucking acting. I'm not fucking Angelina Jolie, bro. I'm not.
Apparently, Tommy called Amby a fat ass.
Oh, horrible. Calling me fat ass. The first time she ever called me a fat ass was in Wisconsin, and I'm telling you, my jaw was on the floor.
If the threatened video is released, Amby says,
but if you share a video, which I have never shared screenshots of, if you share a video of me during a BPD meltdown where I'm half naked due to your betrayal, that's when suing will entice.
Her emotional tirade continues as she crashes out at Super Chatters and says she should be showering right now. It's 3 a.m.
You can tell us about what you saw on Tumblr. Just imagine, just think about it for 2 fucking seconds. Not to be mean, Pickle, love you. I don't even know who you are, but thanks for the super chat. But just imagine for 2 fucking seconds what it was. Genuinely. My earlobes is about to split open. What? I should be fucking showering right now. I should be fucking washing my hair.
Before addressing her soft, gentle love, the Chatters waste no time trying to troll her.
The choker hold on for dear life. Shut the fuck up.
Her crash outs continue.
Yeah, Zachary. But yet you're here watching. Thanks for the super chat. What about the sweetest, gentlest love? That's how it was in the beginning. That's how it was. Like, it was so perfect.
And she continues to expose Emily.
I'm sorry. It was literally just her looking at fat people, okay? Oh.
Unable to cool off, she directs her anger back at her chat and says she might have a heart attack.
Catherine, if you're blocked on Instagram, there's obviously a reason. And unfortunately, I don't know how to unblock people because the list is like 3,000 long. Because people are fucking awful all the time. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack right here. Oh.
The belligerent hooligan behavior continues as she comes for Oh Lordy, It's Jordy and potentially someone named XL Hoodie?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Jordy can fucking kiss my ass too. All these reaction channels want to do is see me miserable. Point blank fucking period. Because when they viewed me as someone who just got into a new relationship, they hated Emily. They hated her. And now that we're not together anymore, they're all, oh, I've been talking to her. You guys are fucking insane. More insane than I'll ever be, and I'm pretty fucking insane. Yes, I did XL Hoodie. Fuck him too.
A chatter then asks why her relationship is over now.
Why did we now break up? Because I'm probably fucking over it. Because this is what would always happen. We would get in a little normal argument, like all couples do. She would take it to the extreme, and then she would go online, publicly bash me somehow, some way, and then she would see how hurt it made me. And then she would say, "I'll never do it again." Finally, when she reached out to Snowflake, I said to myself, "We're done, so that is the last fucking straw." Like, she hates Snowflake. Hates Snowflake. Like, what are you do? Like, no.
Ambi does give a bit of comic relief with a comment about haters, quote, fapping.
The haters get their way. They're probably all fucking fapping to this. Like, goon.
A chatter does bring up a pretty good point about the Rarity situation.
Competent suggesting you let Rarity out. Yeah. Why did I forgive that? Because I'm a fucking piece of trash? I don't know. Because she said she was sorry. She said she didn't know why she did that. She said she would never do it again. Da-da-da-da-da.
Calming down a bit, Ambi shows a bit of humor by saying, quote, well, at least I can lose weight now.
Damn, I look fat. I can lose weight now. I'm gonna go on a diet. What do you guys think?
Ambi gets emotional again when talking about Mr. Snowflake.
The Snowflake stuff will blow over. I just don't understand why he wants to like hurt me so bad in like every angle possible. Like, it's the most unhinged thing I've ever seen.
Ambi talks to a chatter about physical violence, and when confronted about her physical ability, Amber loses her cool.
I have never hit Emily. I have never hit Emily ever. If you could, you would. Your body doesn't allow. Huh? You saying if I could hit someone, I would? Okay. So are you saying I can throw this at someone's head? Like, the fuck? I can take this and throw it? I'm just not a physically abusive person. God, get the fuck out of here. Like, you just want to portray me in like the worst way possible, bro. Like, just get over it. I'm not physically abusive. Point blank here.
Ambi contradicts herself by saying she is, quote, honest in the live stream where she admits for lying for 13 months.
I want to see an Amberlyn radical honesty era. I am honest. I understand that, like, in the past, and like, reaction channels are good at making things seem like I'm lying. Like, when I've seen the few videos of Hecticana, he thinks I'm lying about everything that comes out of my mouth. And I haven't lied about a single fucking thing that he thinks I'm lying about, or even, like, I just haven't lied, period. And I'm just like, ugh.
Ambi starts crashing out at chatters again.
Another ad.
Oh my god, Pixar, get a fucking life. Take your crocodile tears and shove them up your butt. Holy fuck.
And then we have a moment of honesty from our queen about emotional eating before her next Emily expose monologue soliloquy.
I just need to emotionally eat one last time after this live stream without anyone saying anything about it. Thank you.
Ambi does appear to allegedly soft launch fake journal entries for proof of future abuse, before admitting to lying again about being someone's fetish.
I believe some of the things I wrote in my journal. But like, I didn't mind being someone's fetish as long as they also loved my heart, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys know the song Fetish by Selena Gomez. Like, we would even listen to that in Wisconsin together.
Taking her frustration out on the audience, she starts another tarot card reading in an attempt to hex her chat.
I'm gonna do a love reading on myself real quick, and I just want to see if the universe is vibing with what I'm saying. Oh my god, what is going on? Kittens literally never let you sleep. I know. My favorite though is when he finally does let me sleep, and then he crawls up right here and just lays here and sleeps on me. It is the sweetest thing. So I'm gonna pull a card for myself. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. Huh.
During the reading, she abruptly asks about Foodie Beauty.
How do you guys think Foodie Beauty's doing? Did she move into her new house or something?
Ambi says she is scared to sleep because she will wake up to hell. And she also soft launches smoking Delta 8 again.
Oh my god. What just happened? I'm gonna wake up to hell. I'm gonna wake up to hell. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm gonna wake up to hell. I might I might start smoking the Delta 8 again. I'm not gonna lie about it. I need just a little.
Our hygiene queen turns to her chat to ask them if she should bathe or not.
So press 1 for shower after live stream, press 2 for shower in the morning. 1 tonight, 2 morning. 1 tonight. Why? I should just do a poll. Like, what am I doing?
Possibly projecting, Amby spills major tea on one of Emily's cats and admits that Emily has recordings of her during, quote, BPD meltdowns.
But it's crazy because she has this cat named Princess, which she keeps trying to throw out, by the way, on the streets, and I keep telling her not to. She really wants to fuck around. We can fuck around and find out. So I'm fucking done. She has a cat that pees all over the fucking downstairs, on the carpet, on the chair, on the couch, on the clothes, on the this, on the that. So stop trying to fucking blame me and my dog for everything in your life because I will literally come for you. Oh. So she would record me, whether it was just my voice or she would record me as I'm having like meltdowns all the time when I was in Wisconsin. I felt so fucking unsafe there.
Shortly before hopping off live, she does have to lie and say that she is related to Ozzy Osbourne again for no reason.
It's not in the family tree with Ozzy Osbourne. Stop. That's real.
Amby shares a potentially honest what I eat in a day right before getting off the live.
What you eat in a day? Current? Okay, let me go off of yesterday. What was it? What did I eat yesterday? Okay, yesterday I woke up and I don't eat when I first wake up, so it's like hours later. I ordered Cheesecake Factory and I got Alfredo, but the situation was instead of fettuccine Alfredo, I put in the little thing, can you cook it with angel hair instead? So they did, but you guys, it was the smallest little bit of angel hair swimming in Alfredo. I was like, what am I eating? So it was not the greatest. And then I also got their like cheeseburger egg rolls, I guess. I don't know. And then what did I have? I had the tuna thing. So it was just like a little tiny, because it's just like a little tiny packet of tuna for 70 calories and a little thing of rice. It's just like prepackaged rice. So that was like a healthy meal that I had for my second meal. And then I had like a half a box of Fruity Pebbles. Not like a family size. It's like a smaller size, but like half a box of it. And then Tootsie Rolls. So that's what I had. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah.
Amby does go live again on Saturday, but our investigators were too busy to review. Moving on to Miss Chantal, Flobby Bobby, Everyday Miriam, Big Beautiful Me, Syrian's White Knight Savior, Foodie Beauty, stooping to new lows this week as she uses a child with Down syndrome to grift PayPal donations. Just when you think she can't get any worse, she does. The title of the live is Live with the Sweetest Girl in Syria and She Needs Your Help. Subjecting this poor angel to her chatters, Foodie's 45-minute live consists of her begging for donations for the child.
Sure, Jan.
Making the child say Chatter's names and do heart hands. And the rest of the live is just Foodie Beauty laughing uncomfortably and telling the chat that the child is cute. During her 45-minute live, Foodie begged for donations around 10 times, averaging a beg every 4.5 minutes.
Oh, this is a math channel. Probably.
She's has special needs and she needs special schooling. And it's about $1,000 a year. And we're also going to help, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that the ad revenue for this at least is going for Sessa, which I will prove to you guys. And yeah, so just anything that we make from this live stream goes towards Sessa and her school. She really needs special schooling, so, and it's pretty expensive for them here. So yeah, I watched the whole ad for her. Yes, thank you. If you guys can just watch the ads for her, that would be awesome. Thank you. And of course, any super chats, anything from this live will go towards her. And like I said, we're also planning on helping her. But yeah, basically I'm trying to YouTube Lover because she does need the help. It's a little pricey. It's like maybe around $1,000 a year US for that. She goes to a school for kids with special needs. And she did go before, but she stopped. We found out that she stopped because it's too expensive. Whatever, even anything will help, you know, because it's not just school, but it's clothes, everything. So it's help for basically everything. Like her family is poor, and her schooling, you know, is about $1,000 a year. So
I believe that Sasa she deserves the support more than anyone else.
Yeah. So yeah, this is all just for Sasa. That's it. She's not in school right now. They can't afford it. She needs a special school because she has Down syndrome. Yeah, you could send to PayPal if you want to. It's in my, it's not in my description because it was, I think in Kuwait it was frowned upon, but here anything goes with that. So she needs a special school that she used to go to, and it's just too expensive for her family now. It's expensive, you know. Most people don't have very big salaries here, as you know. So she's not in school, unfortunately. So when I heard that, I got my heart broken. I'm like, we have to help her, and I'm just, just letting you guys know if you want to help. Anything goes to her. For sweet, precious Sasa. Thank you, Justine. Yeah, they need special care, She needs a special education. The school is a financial obstacle, exactly.
FOODIE does assure the chat that the child's parents said this was an okay thing to do.
Yeah, they're aware. They're aware. So yeah, she's very cute. I wanted to share her with you guys because she's super cute. And yeah, exactly. She is super cute, huh? Can you guys see clearly now?
I want to take this opportunity to show FOODIE Beauty how you can donate without being a middleman. There's a very small new Montessori school here in my city, and I worked for the principal, but at a different school, and she is super wonderful, and I just think it would be so cute if, a few people donated a little something something. There is a donation button, I think, for cash, but when I tried it last, it wasn't working. They do have a working Amazon wish list. So, if y'all want to help out, if you're feeling generous, that would be amazing. I want this to be completely anonymous from me. I don't want her to know that I have anything to do with this. I do think it would be cute if we just hear through, through the grapevine, that, she just got a bunch of random Amazon wish list donations and, it's just like a random act of kindness. I think that'd be really, really cute. The website is midsouthmontessoricenter.org/donations. Now, back to her live. There was some pretty inappropriate chat going on during her live that was directed at the child. And too inappropriate to repeat, to be honest with you. And I just think it's really interesting and rich that when I go into FOODIE Beauty's live and ask her how her and Salah meet, I get muted in the chat within seconds, within 5 seconds of asking, how did you and Salah meet? Yet this chatter is able to have his disgusting sentence on the chat for like upwards of 10 minutes or something. Like, I'd like to take this time to say fuck you to Teardrop, her moderator. You are moderating for a PDF supporter, apologist, and you're basically the exact same thing. So yeah, fuck you. It's just, the point is, this is FOODIE Beauty's live community. She allegedly is pandering to PDFs, and that's what I have a huge problem with. FOODIE aggressively turns to her community tab and says this.
It's messed up that the ghouls of Gorl World are trying to make someone good into a very bad thing, just like with Bruce, so they can keep their vile channels up and running. No one cares. I'm gonna keep doing what I want for the good of others or animals in need. And y'all can stay mad and keep reeing.
Oh, reeing. That's interesting. Reeing is a slur towards people who are mentally challenged. So that's really rich that she's putting that in this post. And you guys, she said the R word like last week. I even put it in my Gorl World Watch for last week. Thanks, Beezers, for the positivity in the live with Sasa. Thanks for the support also. For the rest, well, how is it exploiting a child for money when the money is going to help her? All of it. LOL. Does that make any sense? If I didn't show her, I would get accused of making her up for money. How is it also okay for certain reaction channels to exploit the poor in Syria by asking for donations just to spite me or try to look more charitable than me when I have no control over how many donations, etc.? This person didn't care at all about this case before I came here. That is exploitation, in my opinion. Sasa's family is aware of reaction channels and hateful people online, and we will not give it any more attention. We are just trying to do a good thing. Now people ask if I regret using the R word. It always comes out when I am super angry, and I never use it against people with special needs. But honestly, now having a personal relationship with Sasa and someone with special needs, I do feel bad for those past actions, and I will never use that word again. She is so sweet and deserves the world. Okay, girl, shut the fuck up. Foodie Beauty is a known grifter. She literally just fled Kuwait because she was doing just that and got caught. She can't help herself. It's really weird to watch. Chatting with a black screen. And during her live, she basically just victimizes herself in order to try to save a little bit of face from her e-begging PayPal grift extravaganza.
I'm still collecting the money. I haven't even looked at all the PayPals I got. But if you guys still want to send some, I have my PayPal on my community tab, and thank you to everyone who helped out. She will be getting all the money, but I'm really sick. I do anything at all with the best intention, literally saving kittens.
At best, I bet you Chantal is probably keeping 99% of the money and then giving 1% to the people, but I'm sure she's keeping 100, to be honest with you.
Literally helping special needs children, and it gets turned into a negative intention automatically. People have sent me death threats. People have threatened to report me to the UN, because they don't have any humanitarian crisis to worry about, and you're wasting their time again, So I'm like, you know what? Let them read.
She literally just used a slur against people who are mentally challenged. Again.
It's nagging and nagging and nagging and nagging, and then it just eventually you just get sick of it and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It just becomes blah, blah, blah. That's it. So, anyways.
Confirms again, she won't tell us the name of the school to even see if it's real. Okay.
I'm not going to tell you the name of her school. There's no way in hell. They do retro reacts. And now they donate to charity and spite raising thousands. Yeah, well, exactly. But that's not a grift. Literally, spite collecting money for a cause you didn't give a crap about before I came here. That's so obsessive and weird.
I showed you guys the website and the name of the school that I wanted to donate to. I don't think it's obsessive or weird to ask for proof. Foodie gets confronted about using the R word while simultaneously using a child with Down syndrome to grift PayPal donations.
I'm not explaining the R word to you or anyone else. I was using it to describe people in Gorl World, not anyone with special needs. Thank you.
Foodie gets snarky and starts to block chatters.
I hope you feel better about yourself, Luann. You need help. I cannot understand why people cannot be nice to you when you're in a different country. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Lizzie. What? Oh my god. You have a warped brain, Yvonne, if you even think like that. You need help. Goodbye. We block creeps here.
Nothing else interesting happens. She just addresses the chat about stupid, mundane things and then gets off the live.
Thank you. Thanks, Margie, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye.
She does attempt to obtain an ounce of sympathy by going live on Friday, August 1st for about 30 minutes, with the title being, I went to the hospital in rural Syria, where she clickbaits her audience and soft launches being sick, most likely to get the heat off of her from the child grift. Nothing else interesting is happening during this 30-minute live. But Chantal has secured herself as the see you next Tuesday of the week. Moving on to our next Gorl World powerhouse.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Big Al DOOKIE DINGLEBRRY Rodriguez, posting 3 of the most boring videos our investigators have ever watched. Miss DINGLEBRRY Rodriguez.
You did the most important thing. You bought something. What? You bought something with money. God, I love money so much, Morty. Are you being sarcastic? Merchandise, Morty. The only purpose in life is to buy and consume merchandise, and you did it. You didn't ask questions or raise ethical complaints. You just looked straight into the bleeding jaws of capitalism and said, yes, Daddy, please. And I'm so proud of you. I only wish I could have bought more. I love buying things so much, Morty. Rick, do you need to go to the hospital? I love you, Morty. Give Grandpa a kiss. Give Grandpa a kiss. Lips if you want. Whatever you're comfortable with. Some cultures do that.
Another ad.
That was sweet. Thank you. I love you. You're my little buddy.
Another ad.
Okay. Let's watch some
Love Island.
Another ad.
Can't seem to get a grip on the narrative.
She's talking about is this one. She wrote 2 letters, but she's only going to talk about this one. Spoiler alert.
Dropping an apology-style video where she deflects, victimizes herself, takes zero accountability, minimizes the crime, and sympathizes with her PDF father.
I have never truly had a relationship until a few years ago. It was just a few phone calls and maybe a visit every few years, but I longed to have a loving, true relationship with my dad. Until this whole experience happened, I hardly knew my father. Once he was in prison, I truly believe my father had an emotional breakthrough. Roger began to believe what he had been missing out on, the quote, "You don't know what you got until it's gone." How about the innocence of your stepsister? That's gone. Really is exhibited here. My dad began to call me weekly after we had exchanged letters for months. It took a lot for me to open up to this man I hardly knew, but I am so extremely glad that I did. My father gave me several warm, heartfelt apologies that I can feel in my soul are sincere. Did he apologize to his adoptive daughter, though? That is the thing. I don't give a shit if he apologized to you. The only thing I would kind of care about is if he apologized for abandoning you, but even then, I really don't care. His apology to you means absolutely fuck all, when the person who was actually abused was the stepdaughter. That poor woman.
Big Dukers does not directly address the fact that her mother and her had been visiting her PDF father every year for their, quote, girls' trip to Florida. In fact, she lies about it in the comments.
This next footage that I'm going to show you are images from Alexandra's wedding. She got permission for her dad to attend the wedding, and he wasn't supposed to be there. According to his probation, he's not supposed to be anywhere around minors, and as you can see, there were children in attendance at the wedding. And I have the exact footage where you can see him wearing a blue shirt and khaki pants. As Nancy's walking in with Alex, he's walking parallel to them on the other side. And I thought that was just so ironic that he's doing that. Because had he been a good father, he would have been walking the bride down the aisle. And she decided it was her mom. Her mom was the one. So I wanted to show you this footage. And now I leave you with the video that started all these revelations from coming out. I want you to see what she discusses there on her Florida trip.
We're gonna have to find a new place next year with the baby because it's adults only. It's 12 and up.
I know.
I'm sad. I want the baby to come here.
This has really made our life complete for so many years.
But hopefully we can find something else that's just as cozy. It's because we're definitely bringing baby next year and keeping the tradition alive. So, all right.
So what I'm showing here now is his public record as a sexual predator. And it lists his address as required by law, which is Fort Lauderdale, which is where they go every year for their girls' trip, supposedly. For further details on the case, there is a newspaper article in the Florida Sun-Sentinel, which talks about the case in more specific details. I do not want to get into the specific details. The case is pretty horrifying, and I really feel for the victim in this case.
Many reaction channels attempting to push back at her claims that she has cut ties with her father, as she wrote a letter to try to get his sentence lightened just 2 years ago in 2023.
Here we have another letter that she wrote in February of 2023 because Roger Thomas kept trying to terminate his probation earlier than it was supposed to. And obviously that did not get approved. And he has another case coming up in April where he's trying to terminate his probation. Basically, I'm assuming to be able to live freely and travel and go anywhere.
Getting to know my father now, regardless of so much wasted time, is absolutely incredible. I love having a male role model in my life. Oh my God. Having a male role model in your life who raped his 15-year-old adopted daughter on multiple occasions. It wasn't just once. Not that that would make it any better, by the way. Multiple occasions. Yep. Although my dad has made a poor decision that has led to such terrible circumstances, yes, for his stepsister, not for him. He deserves to be thrown through a wood chipper. I know he's a good man. No, he's not. He abandoned you as a toddler to go have a new family and then raped his adopted daughter. There's nothing good about this man, father or not. If that was my dad, oh my God. And his fatherly role has completely reversed with me. Since this has changed our relationship so much, we now speak on the phone at least once a week. Going to see my dad this past January was one of the most emotional experiences of my life. Could you imagine going to go see your dad knowing he raped a child? If I visited my father who did that, the only reason I would be going is to put a screwdriver through his eyeball. For legal reasons, that is a joke. I had not seen my dad in about a decade, regardless of the time gap. Speaking with him so much over the phone made me feel as if I'd seen and known him all my life, but you haven't because he's a fucking loser. Having to leave that prison and not know when I'd see him again completely broke my heart. But it didn't break your heart knowing that he raped a child. The past few years has changed everything. Having my father in my life is the biggest blessing, and I'm extremely grateful. Imagine being grateful for a rapist. My dad made some poor decisions, but I truly know in my heart that he has learned his lesson. Really? Because guess what? He broke his probation in 2020 for liking his adopted daughter's, his victim's post on Instagram. So she has a permanent restraining order against him. He learned his lesson, yeah? Let me get something crystal clear, like she says in this video. Rapists, especially child rapists, they cannot be rehabilitated, ever, at all. And I do not care if you disagree with me. Because if you do, I'll look at you like this. You're a sympathizer, just like her. Go to her page, go to her account. Yeah, we'll look at the comments too, by the way. Sick. All those people need to be put on a list. I would love nothing more than for my father to get out early and for us to take our new father-daughter relationship to the outside world. Well, you did it, sweetheart. Despite the decision you may make, this experience had a positive impact on our relationship, and I'm thankful for that. Every phone call has taught me something new and brought us closer. Every phone call I can hear the tears rising through my father's voice. Thank you for taking the time to read this letter and review my father's case. Letter number 1, by the way.
Dooker still hasn't addressed her copyright tirade and has been radio silent on YouTube since her victim-blaming monologue soliloquy. Moving on to the most boring girl of the week, Wes Watson. Wes Watson increasing his radio silence by only posting one video to his YouTube.
Thanks for nothing.
And the video appears to be one of his self-glaze pyramid scheme Jim Gooner montage videos. His Instagram feed has become so boring and tragic, he continuously uses Angie's children as props in his feed, most likely trying to paint a picture that he is a family man so he won't get sent back to prison.
Because you're going to be arrested.
Sounds like our girl is attempting a hermit lifestyle after meditating in Christ consciousness for too long.
Like, I mean, this is like comparing bullshit to fucking rabbit shit to chicken shit. They're all shit. The question is, which one smells the least awful?
That is all our girls have been up to this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for 2K. I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for the continued support. I love y'all so much. Thanks for joining me. This is Gorl World Watch with Mancy Grace. I'm your host, Mancy. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching. Like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you want.
They lit me up in the air like a bee. Throw me and I can blink or kill them.
I just clipped that guy. Holy fuck.
They're turning into pom-poms. Oh, res me, Robin, you fucking dingus, you totally can. Don't worry about it.
Oh, sorry. I have the gun glitch and I have to drop everything.
No, just switch weapons really quickly. Beautiful.
Got him.
Beautiful. Easy peasy.